What's going on, everybody? Plymouth Jones here from ScrewUp TV, and it's time for another episode of the WOOS and the WHATS. Woo! What? All right, guys. Day 2 as champion. Nobody has come to take my belt. Nobody has come to pick a fight with me.
Is that the 24/7 belt?
This is not the 24/7 belt. This is the pick a fight with me. Oh, the Aleister Black belt. I'll get a 24/7 belt, guys. Go to the studio. All right, guys. Well, last night was a Raw. It was the Raw right after Clash of Champions. Clash of Champions left us with almost like wondering what was kind of happen next. Not a lot was set up. So the first thing that, oh God, yeah. So the Raw starts off with who? Seth Rollins coming out. What, guys? Why do we have the Fiend in the night attacking Seth Rollins? If Seth Rollins is going to be the first thing to open the show, in fact, he barely even addressed the Fiend. He was more talking about the belt. He was talking about, oh my, like why? What? Because of what? Anyway, so Seth is out there talking, and then Bray Wyatt shows up. The Firefly Funhouse starts. And now Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins are talking. It's pretty good. First time we're kind of seeing this kind of interaction. I like it. So overall, I'll give the section. I'll give it a what? Only based off the fact that Bray Wyatt or that Seth Rollins was walking. Next thing I was the graphic. The graphic was down. That was kind of weird. It was upside down. I'm not sure if it had anything to do with Bray Wyatt causing havoc. It's kind of weird that they messed up and had all the it was weird. I don't know. They made a slight mention to it, but not a good enough job. And I think just for the confusion alone, I'll give that a what? All right. Let's see. Next up. Oh wow. Tag Team Summit. What? What is that? The Tag Team Summit is stupid. What are you talking about? This was a dumb segment where the 2 tag team champions from Raw and SmackDown came out. That's the Revival and Rude and Ziggler. That is Dude or Rudolph, as some people are calling those two. They need to come up with a name, otherwise we're going to keep giving them these stupid names. So they come out there to kind of brag about their wins, and then all of a sudden Braun Strowman comes out there and beats up all 4 of the tag team champions. Way to make the tag team champions look strong, guys, and Braun Strowman came and just beat them all up. Okay, whatever. I don't get that. After taking 4, whatever. Everybody must have got a sensu bean last night. It's Dragon Ball breakfast, guys. Anyway, so that segment gets a what? Next up, you have the OC versus Cedric Alexander and the Viking Experience. Now, Clash of Champions, Cedric Alexander lost to AJ Styles, which I saw happening, but he lost really fast. Then he lost in a pretty decisive fashion, and then the OC came out there and they beat him up some more. That was that Clash of Champions. So I'm thinking, okay, on Raw, Cedric has the Viking Raiders at his back, so now they're gonna come. Cedric's about to get his comeuppance, and that's not exactly what happens. They fight, and eventually, I forget who actually wins the match. I don't know if it finished, but Cedric ends up getting beat up again. He ends up getting beat up again, and that's it. Yeah. The Viking Raiders and then OC end up finding a way, and then AJ beats up Cedric Alexander again. What are we doing with Cedric? I don't know. I love the fact that AJ Styles is such a dominating heel right now. I love it, but not a big fan of what's happening with Cedric Alexander, hometown hero. So for that, I'm going to have to give that a what? Guys, I know it sounded like I didn't like this, guys. Next up, we had a 24-hour segment where R-Truth is walking around. Now, they're in Knoxville, Tennessee, guys. Now, if you know anything about WWE in Knoxville, then you know where I'm going with this. So they're in Knoxville, Tennessee, and they're at some station, some museum or someplace. Then all of a sudden, the mayor of Knoxville, Glenn Jacobs, shows up. Oh my God. Now, we all know who Glenn Jacobs is, so that's the joke. And R-Truth's like, I think I know you. And Glenn Jacobs is like, of course, I'm the mayor of Knoxville, you know, and it's all kind of tongue-in-cheek, but we know We know it's Kane, the Undertaker's brother, the devil's favorite plaything, Hell's demon. Okay, can't. So yeah. So they do that. Next thing, we all know what's about to happen. We all know he's about to get 24/7 shenanigans. Next up, we have the King of the Ring tournament final match: Baron Corbin versus Chad Gable. And from the beginning of this whole tournament, I told you what was going to happen. As soon as you say King Corbin out loud, you can just feel it in your bones. You could feel it. You could feel it. And although this was a great match, it was a great match. Baron Corbin won. Baron Corbin won. And man, and Gable looked really good. There was a few times I thought Gable was gonna win this, but Baron Corbin pulled out the win with those cool moves. Deep six, end of days, 1, 2, 3. All hail King Corbin. Although I am not a Baron Corbin fan, I have to give this a woo! Great match, guys. I look forward to really hating Baron Corbin for the next however long he walks around with the freaking crown and scepter and cape. All right? All hail King Corbin. And this made Chad Gable look pretty good, so that was cool. Okay. Next up, we got the Street Profits coming out, and they're talking about what just happened, King Corbin, blah, blah, blah. And then they reveal that they're at Maria Kanellis' gender reveal party. What got me is I thought that they were done with the storyline, and they're not. So I guess they're just going to keep this up until she gives birth to her actual baby that she's actually pregnant with. But she revealed that it's a boy. That's pretty cool. But as a whole, I got to give this segment a what? Guys, I'm not a fan of all this. It's really weird. I just feel bad for Mike Kanellis. Maria's like, you're not a man. You're not a man. Only a real man could be a man, and you're not a man, and I need a man, and you're not a man. And that's all we keep hearing from Maria Kanellis. I just feel really bad for Mike. And she's like, you know who's the real dad of my child? My husband, or husband? That man over there. Ricochet's a real dad. He's a real man. Him. And Mike's like, what? And Ricochet, no, she's obviously lying, bruh. And then Mike Kanellis gets in a wrestling match with Ricochet. Ricochet beats him in about 20 seconds. Yeah. What? Guys, come on. Come on. I mean, who cares? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And next up, Maria comes out and she's like, just kidding. Ricochet ain't the daddy of my baby. I got you. I thought you was a real man. I thought if I motivated you, you'd be a real man and then beat him. But you ain't no real man. The real man is the real daddy of my child, and it's Rusev. Rusev shows back up. Rusev Day. Happy Rusev Day, guys. It's Rusev Day. Rusev shows back up. I didn't see Rusev in like 8 months. He showed back up. That's cool. He had a cool, hardcore mustache thing going on. That was interesting. Apparently, he's Maria's dad, baby dad. I don't know. I don't like the storyline. I'm over it. What? Then the Fiend came, did like a little. We had a second. No, the Fiend didn't come. We had another Firefly Playhouse, which was cool. It looks like we get a few little segments in today's show, so that's pretty cool. Next up, had Cesaro versus Rey Mysterio. Yeah, all about that. That was really cool. Don't know why they were wrestling, but they put on a good match, and a show that's desperately needing it. I'm gonna have to give this match a woo, because it was entertaining to watch. Okay, next up, more 24/7 shenanigans. Kane is now tricking R-Truth. He brings out a police officer, and the police officer takes off his outfit to reveal he's actually a part-time referee, and Kane rolls up R-Truth for the 1, 2, 3. Kane, Mayor Glenn of Knoxville, Glenn Jacobs, is now your new 24/7 champion. Woo, 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 woo. Okay. Next up, AOP cut a pretty interesting promo backstage. It was like an interesting kind of like a mafia kind of cartel feeling thing where they were talking about, you know, the mixed martial arts turned us down because we were too crazy. Nobody wants to fight us. Nobody wants to fight us in WWE. What's going to happen? So it looks pretty cool. It looks like they're bringing AOP back. Can't wait for them to bring back. They need some more good guy tag teams because all the ones they're bringing are all bad. Okay, next we have Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus Sasha and Bailey. Although at first I was not interested in this at all, gonna have to give it a woo. It was a really good match, a lot of good chemistry here. At one point, the ex-Boss on Hug Connection took out Alexa Bliss, and Nikki Cross had to fend for herself. She did a pretty good job until she lost. Then she lost, and then Sasha came out there with a chair. Then Becky came out there with a chair, and then Bailey had a chair, and then Charlotte came out there with a chair, and everybody had chairs. People started hitting each other, and then Becky and Charlotte remained on top, and Sasha and Bailey were on the bottom as the heels. And that was a pretty good segment. Nice, solid segment with the women, the 4 horsewomen of WWE. Good job, ladies. Woo! Let's see. Last 24/7 segment. Glenn Jacobs shows up. Glenn Jacobs shows up to Raw, and he's like, I'm glad I'm the 24/7 champion. And R-Truth is actually on top of the limousine. And he jumps on Kane, Glenn Jacobs, and he gives him the 1, 2, 3 roll-up pin. And R-Truth is now the 16-time 24/7 champion. He's tied Ric Flair. So yeah, there you go. There's that. So yeah, that was pretty cool. As I'm gonna have to give the 24/7 stuff to today, woo, because it was just enjoyable. Big fan of Kane / Glenn Jacobs, so there you go for that. Next up, Lacey Evans versus Dana Brooke. Surprisingly, I'm gonna have to give it a woo, even though it was like, what the heck are these two people fighting for? I was just really glad to see Dana Brooke on TV, enthused in a singles match with Lacey Evans. They were given time on the show, and I appreciate that. Good job, ladies. Give that a woo. And lastly, we had Seth Rollins versus Bobby Roode. Woo! Yeah, that was cool. Real cool, guys. Seth Rollins took the pin from Bobby Roode and their match against Clash of Champions in the tag match. So it makes sense that they were fighting tonight. Really good match, back and forth. If you get there, Bobby Roode is actually pretty good. Seth Rollins did his thing. Right when Seth Rollins was about to give Bobby Roode the stomp, that's when Dolph Ziggler interfered, caused a DQ. Seth Rollins wins via DQ. They beat up Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins tries to get up. But all of a sudden, even though Seth Rollins is getting beat up, the OC runs in. So then it's 5-on-1. Everybody's taking turns beating up Seth Rollins. Everybody's taking turns doing their finishers, beating him up. And oh my God, woe is me. What can happen? And then Kane comes out. The crowd goes wild because they get to watch their very own mayor go in the ring and start choke slamming people. Choke slam. What you gonna do? Choke slam. Everybody's cleared out. The OC's down. Dolph and Roode is down. Kane is in the middle of the ring. He's hyped. He does his regular thing where he reaches up in the air and hits his hands down and the fire comes out the turnbuckles. Only that doesn't happen. His hands go up, and he's getting ready to bring him down, and the lights slowly start going out. Oh no. It's him. It's the Fiend. Creepy music starts playing. Kane's like, oh my God, what's going on? The Fiend's right there behind him. Great camera angle right there. The Fiend's right there. Kane turns around right into a mandible claw, and the Fiend laughs and screams at Kane as Kane is strangling, and finally Kane goes limp, and then the Fiend laughs in his weird mask, and it's very creepy. Then he backs up all awkward like, and looks over at Seth Rollins in the corner, then crawls over to Seth Rollins and scares the holy piss out of Seth Rollins, because it would have made me piss in my pants too if I had the Fiend staring at me, screaming and laughing at me like that. It was awesome.
Make sure you mention that the Fiend looked thick. He looked thick.
The Fiend had a fatty. That's all we're trying to say. I want to see him bat that thing up.
He could make it clap. He could make his cheeks clap.
Okay. I think there was a line, and we stepped over the line. But guys, get that whole segment of woo. Guys, that was Raw. That was awesome, guys. I love the recap. I love the show. It was a little top bottom heavy. Some So I like the way it ended. Some of the stuff in the beginning was kind of weird. I like how the Firefly Funhouse kind of took over the whole show. I like the fact that they used Kane. I'm a big Kane fan. They were in Knoxville. It made sense. They used Kane to put the Fiend over. It was awesome. They also announced that it's going to be Sasha versus Becky in Hell in a Cell at Hell in a Cell, and also the Fiend versus Seth in Hell in a Cell at Hell in a Cell. Okay, guys, that's all we have for you guys today. Make sure you guys put your comments. What did you guys think about Raw last night? Did you like it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you like Kane? Do you like the Fiend? Who do you like? I don't know. Tell me in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Click the bell for all of our notifications for all of our videos coming out. Guys, we have a lot of content on the channel, so make sure you check it out. Make sure you check out our review and recap our WOOS and WHATS for the Clash of Champions, and stay tuned tomorrow for our WOOS and WHATS for SmackDown. That's all I have for you guys today, and until next time, I am out of here.
Hey guys, Limit Jones here. Thanks for watching our stuff. Thanks for watching our channel. Make sure you follow us on all of our social medias at ScrewUp TV. Make sure you follow our YouTube channel and you click the notification bell. Make sure you click that so you get notified whenever we drop a new web series or sketch or anything really.